Smiley shot this shit.
Smiley and Memoriiies Media.
Shout out to Memoriiies never die. Y'all already know.
Shout out to Smiley and Memoriiies Media.
Shout out to my boy Smiley, man. Y'all already know.
How y'all doing today? This is Memoriiies Media Podcast with your boy Greg Smiley. And we got a very special guest in the building with us today. The owner of 2Smart ENT, Mr. Scholar. How you doing, boy?
What it do?
So tell the people where you from.
So y'all already know 2Smart, born and raised right here in Savannah, Georgia. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Been here my whole life.
So being from Savannah, how did that get you into promoting?
So I think the promotion started from early on with the music. If anybody who know me that you know I used to rap or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Rap days I went by Technique, the young scholar, you know what I'm saying? PCE, paper chasing, y'all already know what is that money game. You feel me? One of the founding fathers, you dig? But I think the promotion started from that. We should throw little teen shows or whatever, you know what I mean? The perform and shit. My nigga Fee, you know, Fee was a little bit more on the streets. But we used to get these artists to come and we'll have like a little show or whatever and we'll perform at the show with the artists, you know what I mean? Make it big situation. Yeah, but you know, that shit kind of carried on some years along. I started doing promo myself with 3 other guys, you know what I'm saying? I could say 2 of my big homies and one of my partners, Bubba, they started Flying Flashy in like 2012. You know what I mean? Flying Flashy. Okay. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Flying Flashy was 2012.
Now what year, what time period is all this in?
So the rap shit was years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's
like 2000 something.
Yeah, so like 2000 and let's say 4, 5. Around that time, you know what I'm saying? I've been like in and out with the music. I've been doing that shit for a while. I did like 2 prison stints. You feel me? Came home, you know what I'm saying? Was back on the music shit, and then I kind of got into the promo shit with them guys. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the parties or whatever. And a year into me doing it with them, I branched off and I did my own thing. Yeah. With 2Smart.
What you promoting? What is the actual preparation that goes into throwing events? What 20 years in now?
10 years in with 2Smart. You know, like I say, if it go back to doing it with the music is way longer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when you're doing music, you were still doing events.
Right,
in a sense.
Right, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But 10 years in with 2Smart, the preparation of it all is, you know what I'm saying, just being out with the people. You feel me? Understanding what the people want and what you could bring to the table. You feel what I'm saying? Like I kind of pride myself on simply doing shit different. You know what I'm saying? And when I say different, I mean, I don't just throw a party. I try to create an experience. You feel what I'm saying? So, for the most part, when you come to an event that I have, like, it's always going to be a vibe. You feel me? If anybody ever been to anything that I've done, you know what I'm saying? They could kind of attest to that. Like, you know, it's always going to be a good vibe. It ain't going to be no negativity in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a safe environment for the most part. Like I say, shit, people respect me enough not to do certain shit at one of my events. So I'm grateful for that.
So if you have the respectability, what's stopping you or slowing you down from opening up your own venue?
It's more opening a venue. And don't get me wrong. Like when you say a venue, I can do a venue. I couldn't do a club or a bar, no shit like that. The liability of it is too high. You know what I'm saying? It's too many variables to it. Now event space, I was looking into that like a couple of years ago, doing an event space of my own. That way I can throw my parties and rent it out to other people to throw parties or whatever. But like it's more into it when you're the owner than when you just the promoter. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's more responsibility being the owner. You feel what I'm saying? Like if I'm working with somebody that trust my vision and they trust the direction that I'm going in. Like it's cool to just be able to cover my part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a venue, you feel me? It's more into it than just throwing a party. You feel what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. A lot of times when I do have parties, I do have to do the shit that the venue supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I like shit to be a certain way. So if I see that they not gonna fulfill it, like I just do it myself.
So what's some of the stresses of promoting?
Ooh, shit. For me, not having a team. You feel me? For the most part, as long as I've been doing this shit, I've been doing it alone. You feel me? I mean, outside of people that got love for a nigga just, posting a flyer, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, but for the most part, nigga, I've been in the streets by myself. I'm talking about 10 years ago, nigga, I was the only nigga putting up posters and, going to different places, putting out flyers. I ride from here, Statesboro, Brunswick, you know what I'm saying? And I've been doing that shit by myself.
So what's slowing you down from getting a team? Like what's going into that? Why you ain't never got a group of people dedicated?
For me, it be about work ethic. You feel what I'm saying? And when it's not your work, like people don't really put in that effort. Like you gonna put in that effort for your shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you can't expect people to take care of your child like you would take care of your child. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't theirs. And with the company is my child. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta put in the most work to see the results that I want to see. You feel me? Like I've had people that been down with me since day one, and they still down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I've never delegated the work to anybody else. You feel what I'm saying? I always just been a person that do it myself. Cause I ain't one of the people that like wait until later on. Like I'm like a right now person. You feel me? If I feel like if something need to be done, I ain't one of the people that'll wait to the last minute. Like I want to go ahead and get that shit done and get it out the way. You feel what I'm saying?
So you feel like what you're doing is yourself. You kind of halting your growth?
The growth?
Yeah.
In a sense, kind of. I feel like, well, I ain't even gonna say I feel like it, but everybody around me feel like 2Smart bigger than the city. Like it should not, and I don't mean that like on the cocky side. Like I mean that saying like 2Smart should be doing something bigger, you know what I'm saying, than I'm doing, because folks is like, man, you got a good name, you know what I'm saying, the brand been what it is for 10 years plus, and man, you need to be doing shit way bigger than the shit you doing, you know what I'm saying? And I get it, but like I said, it take a team to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to have people in a position to handle certain shit, but I don't got that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do feel like not having a team probably got now I'm starting to grow for the business.
So you ever thought about hiring like family members or something like that?
Nah, cause for
and do
real,
you have any
real,
stories of working with family members?
Nah, I could say that anything that I do, if any of my family members are like in that field of work, then I delegate the work to them before I get somebody outside of the family to do it. You feel me? Like my sister, she did hookahs, you feel me, for a point of time, and when I had a party, I was like, well shit, you could do the hookahs. You know what I'm saying? I try to create the space for them to make money with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not necessarily having to pay anything to make that money. You feel what I'm saying? In that regards I have, but I haven't had anybody that, just came. Like my little sister done worked the door for me a time or two. I had a cousin that worked the door for me a time or two. You feel me? But outside of that, nah.
I did. So in early July, Hideaway Sports Bar and Lounge closed down. What's your thoughts on Hideaway closing? Did you ever work that venue?
I never worked Hideaway, ever. When Hideaway first opened, I didn't even know about it, but a partner of mine did, and he's also a promoter in the city, and he had to sit down with Hideaway trying to create a relationship, you know what I'm saying? I ain't kind of giving them some insight on what how the city operate when they come to parties and venues and shit like that. Cause a lot of people think, and this is another reason why I say I don't really want a venue, but like a lot of people think that when you open, people just gonna come, and it ain't necessarily like that. You know what I'm saying? When you first open, you can get a crowd, and soon that shit'll die off. You need somebody, you need a face for the business. You feel what I'm saying? And he was gonna be the face for that business if they could have came to good terms or whatever. It just didn't, it didn't work in his favor. You feel me? So he stepped back or whatever, and Hathaway had a good run for the time that they did, and and that shit died out. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was. I feel like being a club owner or event space owner, like the liability comes in to with the people that you cater to, who you market to. You know what I'm saying? If you got a market for the wild ones, you know what I'm saying, you gotta understand what come with it. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, when I throw parties, I try to throw them for the adults. You feel me? Like, just to keep the like I say, the vibe. You feel me? Everybody got a different way of doing things. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it's all about generating revenue. So if your revenue declining in the adult market, you feel me, you gonna automatically try to shoot for the younger market. You know what I'm saying? But when you do that, you feel me, like you opening yourself up to more liabilities. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that was the problem with Hideaway.
So I think about 2-3 months ago, Octane closed.
Yeah, same situation.
So the Savannah PD confirms they have served a suspension to Octane Bar and Lounge liquor license. It was suspended due to numerous criminal incidents in the vicinity of the business.
Right.
The last one being a shooting on August 30th. One man was killed and a woman was shot on Congress Lane and Whitaker Street around 2:30 a.m. Octane's liquor license will remain suspended until further notice, and I think they denied it, if I'm not mistaken. Savannah Mayor Johnson said that if things don't improve, he might support more drastic actions like closing bars earlier. There was a club that was involved, and we've had some issues with the club, so we have administratively revoked its license, said Savannah Mayor Johnson. This happened very, very early in the morning or very late at night, and we hate these things happening, and for me, as I've always said before, I mean, if we have to start shutting down earlier to make sure people are safe, then we'll go ahead and do that. To me, public safety trumps everything else. What's your thoughts on his comments on maybe closing venues down, event spaces down earlier?
That won't change the crime. You feel me? If people want to party, they gonna party. You have folks who you can close down any venue, but that's still a parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they can't gather inside the venue, they'll gather outside in the parking lot. You feel me? You can have the same incidents happen in or outside any space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that shit is more so, I don't know. It's a delicate situation. Cause you could say alcohol was the cause. You feel me? So even if you stop serving it at any point of time of the night, if you stop serving it early in the night, there's a package shop that's still open. You feel me? People still have access to it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of no particular way to decrease the amount of issues that the city has when it comes to the nightlife. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way to get around it. Shit just happened.
As a promoter, do you have any positive solutions to maybe advice to Mayor Johnson on how anything just been running through your mind when you hit these situations? Because it can always end up at your front door.
Yeah, for me, I kind of strayed away from doing the nightlife. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of a day party type of guy. You feel me? Like, I like the day parties better because, you can party from 2 to 9 and be in the house by 10:30. You know what I'm saying? In your bed. The bulk of the things that do happen, they happen around 1-2 a.m. Shit, I'm in the bed at that hour. You feel me? Like, I'm not against it, but that's just my preferred time to party. You feel what I'm saying? I'd rather party in the daytime than at night.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel that's more safer. I can't say that would help Mayor Johnson in getting any type of difference in the city because I'm older. You feel me? Kids the age of 18 the 29, like they still enjoy the nightlife. You feel me? I don't. I've done that since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's just different for me. I couldn't really give him any advice on how to change the numbers of things that's happening due to the nightlife.
What's your thoughts on Savannah nightlife compared to other cities? I'm pretty sure you done been to other cities and seen how they operate.
The difference between Savannah nightlife and you know cities that I visited is our city smaller. You feel what I'm saying? So in our city, you partying with motherfuckers that you don't like because it ain't a broad variety of places to be. You know what I'm saying? To enjoy yourself. So in other cities, like you got a party here, you got a party an hour away. You feel what I'm saying? So you could be on this side of town or you could be on that side of town. But here you don't have that. Like it's like everything like 10 minutes apart. You feel what I'm saying? So I could do a tour of the whole city and visit every club in one night.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I could start from downtown and I could go to Say Hey, I could go to 800, I could go to Odyssey, I could go to there, I could go everywhere in one night. You feel me? Like out of town, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's the vicinity. We just a smaller city.
When you're not promoting, what do you and your friends look for in these in the events?
Man, just point me in a direction of a good day party. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my vibe. You feel me? Like I enjoy shit like that. I like karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. I don't even like to be in a place with loud music no more. You
Is
feel
that
what I'm saying?
as you get older thing, or was you like that the whole time?
I think it's a get older thing. You feel me? Like I would much rather sit somewhere and be able to conversate with somebody sitting next to me, you know what I'm saying, versus yelling at them, you feel me? Like I want, and still be able to listen to good music, you feel me? Like I don't feel like that shit just, I don't know, that shit just is too much for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So as a promoter, I'm pretty sure you were responsible for making sure people are paid and everything.
Right.
Are you as yourself a promoter responsible for paying bartenders? And the DJs?
I pay DJs. Bartenders make their money off of the bar, so
that ain't got
yeah,
nothing.
that ain't they. Okay. Yeah, they get tip money. So I pay security. I pay
Security.
I pay security. I pay DJs. I pay bottle girls. I pay police if I have police. You feel me? So I'm responsible for those things.
You're responsible for the police at the venue?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If it's my event, I'm responsible for the police pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that police? Oh, you said security too. Yeah.
Yeah, security and police.
So
yeah, both.
Is there a miscommunication between you as promoter and the people that you have to pay, the staff? Sometimes you might make more money than their regular pay is.
Right. So
they be like,
so
hey,
if for me, when I have an event, you feel me, like everybody make extra. You feel what I'm saying? Like if they normally get paid $200 a night, I pay $300. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if I make the money, like I don't mind, you know, compensating because I know that folks are more keen to work for you and do a better job when they're getting compensated for their work.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So everybody get extra when we have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just how I rock.
So have you ever had to deal with a situation? Somebody felt they
didn't get
and y'all have two different ideas on how the night went.
Nah, I ain't never had that issue.
Okay, there.
Yeah. I ain't never had that issue. Like if you was able to speak with anybody who's ever worked for me, they'll tell you like I'm a fair nigga. You feel me? Like I want to make sure everybody eat. Like I said, any event that I have, like I'm creating a situation where everybody involved gonna make some money, from the cooks to the hookah girl, the security. Everybody make gonna make good money. You feel what I'm saying? All they gotta do is work.
Yeah.
You feel me? They cover they parts of the situation, and they gonna get compensated for it.
I can do it. As a promoter, is there any like situation you kind of had to finesse? I'm pretty sure probably in your earlier years though.
What you mean by
Like
finesse?
you had to like figure something out like on a quick,
On the fly?
Like, oh, it could have went bad if you ain't figure something out.
I don't recall a situation that I had to finesse. I do remember a situation that I had at overtime, and like I said, for as long as I've been doing this, I never had a fight at an event, but I had one situation that I seen about to happen. You feel me? And I intervened, and like I say, for the most part, people respect me enough to not take it there. You know what I'm saying? At one of my events, and it was two females. I kind of sensed the vibe that they was giving each other, and this was before the party got packed. So, you know, I got clear view of it, and I pulled one to the side, and I told her XYZ. I'm like, man, listen, you know, this how I make my money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't get me shut down. You feel what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, Skylar, I got you. And then I went to the other one with the same thing, and they chilled for the rest of the night.
Was it like staff workers or just people?
These was patrons. These was just people that was partying. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, they respected it enough to not take it there. You feel me? I can't say what happened after the event. You feel me? But during, you know what I'm saying, they allowed me to make my money and get out of the way. What
you dealing with money and a lot of transactions? Have you ever been scammed as a promoter?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But this was like, I think this probably was like my second party. This is my second party, but it was my first real big party. You feel me? And I didn't have a staff. You feel me? I ain't had nobody working the door. I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? So the club had their own people working the door. You know what I'm saying? And I lost about 6,000. Yeah, I lost about 6,000 because at this particular venue, you know what I'm saying, how we counted the money was by only giving out 100 bands at a time, 100 wristbands at a time. So if every wristband at this hour was $20, that's 2,000. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so on and so forth.
They sold it for about $60.
You feel what I'm saying? So
as long as
right. So if I gave out 1,000 wristbands, but from let's say from 12 to 1 o'clock, that shit had went up to like 60.
Add-on price.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even a matter of them adding on. You feel me? It was a matter of at the end of the night. You feel me? When we supposed to have like 18,000, we only had 12. You feel what I'm saying? Like we only had 12,000.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, damn, cause I ain't let nobody in this motherfucker for free. You feel me? Like, so I'm like, damn, like, where the money at? You feel me? But I chalked it up. Like I said, it was my first big party. And I ate it. I ain't even trip it. You feel me? Cause I still walk with 12,000.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Now that next time, I had staff. You feel me? I had somebody to work this door, and I had somebody to work the VIP door. You feel me? And if any one of y'all wanted to leave out the door to use the bathroom, whatever have you, like club personnel couldn't work the door. You feel me? Y'all got to find me. I come sit here for 5-10 minutes, whatever it take you to go. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing or whatever. Like, and next time I made like 17 grand. And mind you, like I said, I've been doing this shit for like 10 years plus. You feel me? Like, in the beginning, I never had an artist. I never had nobody famous. This was just like people coming out on the love. You feel what I'm saying? My first time ever having an artist in the city was NBA Youngboy. You feel me? Like, that was the first time I ever bought somebody famous. You feel what I'm saying? But this was like in his earlier time before he really got popping or whatever. But that was the first time that I ever paid somebody to come do a party. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it was good. You feel me? After that, I did, I think, Eastside Ivo. I bought Eastside Ivo, the comedian nigga. Yeah, I bought him, and then I bought Dondria for a Valentine's Day party. Like just different little shit. You know what I'm saying? I did a party with Main Music and Tech. You feel me? It had my face on it, but it was really my little partners who was doing it. You feel me? Like they foot the bill for that. You feel what I'm saying? But I just put my face on it or whatever because, like I said, I had a name. You feel me? But I made more money when I wasn't bringing artists. You feel me? The overhead was low as fuck. I spent about $1,500 for the venue hold.
Yeah.
15 to 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying? I made way more money without the overhead.
So is it pointless to bring an artist to Savannah?
Hell yeah, ain't no venues and the artists charge too much now. The overhead bringing the artists now is anywhere from, let's say, 12 to 30,000.
Yeah.
You feel me? The cost of an artist, and if you get an artist for 12,000, you feel me? That's the low end. You getting their ass for a walkthrough.
Yeah.
You ain't getting them for a performance.
And literally, they sound like you're about to literally walk in and walk out.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You getting them for a walkthrough. They probably here for, and the craziest shit is when you get them for the 12,000, they ask for all of this shit, bottles of liquor, food. All you gotta pay for all of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you get them here. You at about, let's say you at about 15,000 for all the shit you had to buy, rooms and transportation and all that shit. You feel me? Right. You at 15,000. You feel me? And they only in the club for 30, 45 minutes. You feel me? All that shit you bought, the food, the drinks, all that shit be left behind. They don't even take it with them. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
do the venues not work with you? Like when they kind of...
Nah. They gotta get their money too. They don't make no money out the door. Hopefully you bring in the crowd that buy alcohol, you feel me? Like, because for the most part, like I say, our venues is slim to none now. You feel me? When we had Frozen, we had a good venue because you could bring a $20,000 artist or a $30,000 artist and make 60, 70,000. You feel me? You could double your money or more. Yeah. But now we don't have venues that could hold that many people. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you bring an artist, 9 times out of 10 they going to Elon or they going to Memoriies. You feel me? Like Elon, I think Elon capacity is like 1,500. I think, and I ain't even sure, but they charge like 3,500 for the building. You feel me? Like 3,500 plus 20,000. That's 23,500. And how you gonna make that back off 1,000 people? You got to charge the high. Yeah. You feel me? So when you charging the high, folks ain't coming. So you got to be able to manipulate the whole situation, right? You got to be able to have this $20 situation. You feel me? And you got to get enough people for $20 to make your shit look like something to charge a 60 or a 80. You feel me? Because when it's enough people there, folks don't care. They gonna pay whatever to get in because this is where everybody at. You feel me? I tell motherfuckers like, nigga, if you know what overtime is and how big overtime was, if I tell you that people was paying $100 to get in overtime, like you'll be like, what? That's where everybody at.
I ain't never seen. I heard about it. I heard about it a bunch of times. I ain't never been.
Yeah, like this where everybody at.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you got a line out the door, it's 2 niggas that's gonna be like, man, I got 100 to skip the line. Everybody say they getting money. You know what I mean? Nigga gonna come behind them and say, shit, I got 100 too. You feel me? So now all y'all motherfuckers that waiting to pay that 20, slide to the side. Yeah. Let them in. You feel me? Cause they done paid for 5, 10, 15 people off of 3. You feel me? It's a no-brainer. Yeah. You feel me? But nah, I don't feel like we got the venues for the artists no more, unless you getting a artist that's 10,000 or less.
Well, yeah, a venue for artists to make your money back.
Right, to make your money back. Yeah.
While on Young Miami's podcast, Carisha Please, a question was asked to Boosie about Boosie's daughter Poison Ivy being gay. He replied, he's cool with it, but she cannot bring her girlfriend around the house because he doesn't want her relationship to contaminate
the rest of his kids. Yeah.
He continued to say he's not raising his kids that way, and he wants his grandchildren the right way.
Right.
What's your thoughts on the situation? Did you hear about the situation?
I did. I seen it a couple of times. I respect how Boosie feel about that. You know what I'm saying? As a father, you feel me? He doesn't condemn his daughter for her sexual preference, but he doesn't condone it either. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you are free to live your life, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I believe in, so I don't want you to bring that shit around your siblings. You feel me? At a young age, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you gotta understand, like, you got Ivy, you got Tootie, and they older, so they understand it more than their younger siblings. You feel me? So yeah, I agree. You feel me? Maybe he got on Carisha and he said that shit a type of way that people didn't agree with, but the overall message of what he was saying, like, I agree with it.
So yeah, in the video you can hear the crowd like gasping and everything
Right.
like that. Is he wrong for having that opinion? Rather, he's wrong or right?
Nah, he's entitled to that. You feel
Since
me?
he on a public
Yeah,
space,
yeah.
should he not be saying stuff like that?
He has the right. You feel me? Like, and like I said, as a father, you feel me? Like, you have your feelings about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no father that wouldn't feel a type of way learning that they child's sexual preference is of the same sex.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just a normal reaction. Like I say, Boosie got a way of saying shit, you know what I'm saying, that would kind of ruffle the feathers of people, but at the end of the day, what he's saying is you know, that's how everybody feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you don't condemn them for it, you still feel a way about it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's their life. You feel me? Like, but you know that you didn't raise them like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, he accept it, but he don't respect it.
Yeah. So also while on Carisha, please, Boosie asked Young Miami what would she do if her son wanted to wear nail paint. He said that the children's favorite celebrities wear polish. Young Miami's response was, "You have to accept people for who they are."
Yeah, that don't mean she ain't gonna feel a way about it. Accepting it and respecting it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like you say, you take into consideration that people gonna walk they walk in life. You feel me? And you allow them to do that. That don't mean it ain't gonna hurt you in some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of them things where you gotta let people be who they are. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have no malice towards them for them being themselves. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the last topic I got for you, the trial of Young Dolph's alleged murderers has started, with one of the accused shooters confessing on the stand, implicating his co-defendant. Hernandez Govan, Justin Johnson, and Cornelius Smith are all charged with first-degree murder, where they pleaded not guilty. While testifying Monday, Cornelius Smith admitted he was indeed the man seen firing the semi-automatic weapon in the November 2021 surveillance footage that captured Young Dolph's murder. According to Smith, he was simply attempting to line his pockets with $100,000 paid by Yo Gotti's now deceased brother, Big Jook, who himself was murdered in January. Smith also testified that Justin Johnson was his accomplice in the murder and pointed him out as the man firing the handgun. He also implicated the other suspect, Hernandez Govan, as his former drug dealer and the person who informed them Jook had a $100,000 bounty on Dolph. Smith said he and Johnson only knew each other for a few months before the shooting, but the plan was for them to take $40,000 each and give Govan $10,000. His math isn't great, as that leaves a whole $10,000 unaccounted for, but Smith says he only managed to take home $800 when it's all said and done.
Right.
Smith says that they stalked off ahead of the Thanksgiving drive, where they eventually trailed him to his favorite cookie shop and opened fire. He testified, "I wasn't feeling nothing at the time. I was just trying to get some money. I saw him standing by the window. I just got out of the car and started shooting." After the hit was carried out, Smith says they FaceTimed Big Jook to relay the news, but says he ultimately remembered to have a conscience, hence his courtroom confession.
Right.
What's your thoughts on on the situation in totality. Like,
I think it was an unfortunate situation.
Of course.
They definitely took somebody that a lot of people depended on. The shit was, just like listening to the court cases and shit, the clips that you do get to see or whatever, it was senseless. It really ain't make no sense at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the bad part is it always be some nothing, nobody niggas who take out a nigga that means so much to everybody. You feel me? I don't know. I don't even know how to
What's your thoughts on them all coming together to do something, and then once it don't work out, they start telling on
each other.
else?
I don't know. That nigga say he had caught a conscience after the fact, and I think it was more so because he ain't get no money. You feel me? Like he was looking for 40,000, and you got 500 one time, and you got 300 another time. It's like fuck that shit. You feel me? Yeah. I don't know, man. That shit just, it was a sad situation. You feel me? A nigga dead behind $800 when you really look at it. You feel me?
To anybody else thinking about doing something like this, you have any advice to them? Like somebody looking for a quick come up?
Get a job. Get a job. The reality of life is, you feel me? There's always gonna be people who have and people who don't. You know what I'm saying? And the people who have are willing to work for what they got, and the people who don't aren't willing to put in the same work. You feel me? I think it's just balance in the world. You feel me? Like there couldn't be rich people without poor people, because you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just the reality of the world. You feel me? You couldn't have a boss without a worker. You feel me? Some niggas are just here for that. Like they life is to be the robbers and the jackers of the world. You feel me? Like that's just their place in life. You feel me? Some people grow and learn a different way, and some people don't. You feel me? Like I got friends who been robbers. You know what I mean? That changed their life. They business owners now. You feel me? Like, so at the end of the day, that shit is a choice. You feel me? Like you choose to be this when you have the opportunity to be this. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's all a choice. Unfortunate situations with some broke people who are less fortunate. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, quick money, and I should have do it. It could do it to anybody. You know what I mean? If you down enough, you know what I mean? Like anybody could be one of them people. You know what I'm saying? It's because a lot of times it's just out of desperation. You feel me? Like they desperate to provide, or you feel me? Like, and they put them in a situation that could go bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we judge them?
We like judge them.
We say this is a bad decision, and we judge them, or we got to look at their circumstances, and we have to have a heart for them. What you think?
I mean, damn, that shit like a catch-22. You feel me? Because we ain't in a position to judge nobody, but you know, we had that feeling like damn, you could have did something else. You know what I'm saying? You could have went about it a whole different way. Yeah, we can't judge them. You feel me? But you know, that still don't mean you can't feel a way about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Scholar, we appreciate you stopping through the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you tell the people to find you out on social media?
Listen, y'all can follow me at Scholar 2Smart on Instagram, Scholar 2Smart on TikTok, Twitter, everything. Scholar Young on Facebook. If y'all wanna find me, locate me. 2Smart Entertainment on Facebook. and be on the lookout, man. I'm finna start my own podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You got a name for it already?
I do, but I ain't giving it to y'all because y'all might steal it. Listen, once I legitimize everything, then I come back and we'll do another, you know what I mean? Another interview and probably shine a light on a couple of other people. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So peace, love.
I got one more question for you real quick. Before I let my guests go, I ask. Before it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered for?
Ooh. When it's all said and done, I want to be remembered for the work that I put in and my whole life. Not for not just for myself, but for everybody connected to me. You feel me? It's crazy to say it, but you know, people say they want their flowers when they can smell them. You feel me? I want that, but I know you never get that until you leave this earth. So, you feel me? I'm pretty sure the lives of the people that I touch gonna paint a beautiful picture. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm at peace with that.
Mr. Scholar, we appreciate you. This has been a Memoriiies Media Podcast. It's your boy Greg Smiley. Peace.